Hello, friends, family, strangers of the internet, and anybody watching this. This week, I'd like to share a financial testimony with everybody. Um, I know 2020 was a rough year financially for a lot of people, but God blessed me and my family tremendously, and I'd like to share that with you. Financial testimonies, at least for me, when I first started hearing them, it almost sounded like people were bragging, but as I got to know the Lord and understand more about the financial blessings, it isn't the people bragging about them. It's them bragging about God and what He can do for you if you faithfully tithe. And it took me quite a long time to get over that hump of faithfully tithing. Me and my wife both got baptized September 15th of 2019. But it wasn't until January of 2020 that we really put our faith in the Lord with our money and started tithing faithfully. And it didn't take long for God to take notice and start blessing us for our actions. Proverbs 3:9 through 10 says, "Honor the Lord with your wealth and with the best part of everything you produce. Then He will fill your barns with grain, and your vats will overflow with good wine." And that couldn't be any more true. My story is 2020. I got promoted in April. Now, the funny thing about this promotion is um, I got promoted to foreman position. I do construction. I've run heavy equipment my whole career. Got promoted to foreman, and what's very interesting is I could have been a foreman years ago. For years and years, people have asked me to step up and be a foreman, and I said no. I make enough money running an excavator. I don't want the extra responsibility, and I don't like taking my work home with me. When I shut my machine off at the end of the day, that's it. I don't want to think about my job anymore. And I was comfortable, and I think that's where a lot of people get it wrong. That it's natural to like comfort. When you're comfortable, you're never gonna progress. So what I've learned in church, especially 2020, I think it got mentioned quite a few times at church that you shouldn't be comfortable. If you want to grow, you need to be uncomfortable. So the first part of 2020, first couple months, I really felt God telling me to step out of my comfort zone. I need to be a little more uncomfortable, and I didn't know if that meant a career change or what, but some weird circumstances happened. Um, we were short a foreman at the company I work for, and they presented me with the offer to become foreman, and I said, well, this must be it. And the pay isn't a lot more, but I got a work truck and a gas card, and they pay for my gas to drive back and forth to the cities, which saved me $500-600 a month right there. So there's a raise right there, a financial raise. I did get a buck or two an hour more. That added up. And with the responsibility of being foreman, I'm a lot of times the first one on the job and the last one to leave, which gives me more hours. I'm still paid hourly. I'm not on salary, so I ended up making quite a bit more. I'd say maybe 35% raise throughout the year of 2020 compared to all my other years. And the reason I know God had His hand in it is like I said, I've been doing the same thing over and over and over for almost 25 years. Been doing the same thing every year. Then I start going to church, start tithing, start asking God for guidance, and boom, now all of a sudden I'm out of my comfort zone, become a foreman, and it didn't take long to get comfortable at that position, to be honest. It was a little intimidating at first, having all the responsibility, but to be honest, I was running my jobs from my excavator 90% of the time. Uh, the foreman was just there to do paperwork. I told him what I needed. I told him how I was going to do it. I told him what we were going to be doing for the day. Really, I was running the show to begin with. So it wasn't that tough to transition. But man, did it make a difference financially. And I was fortunate the whole COVID thing didn't really affect my business. I do infrastructure, sewer and water pipe, and I was on a federally funded job, and they weren't going to shut that down. It's a $3 billion job. They're not going to shut that down unless everybody gets COVID. But we practiced safe distancing and all that stuff. So, and we're outside, and there's only a handful of guys on a crew, so we weren't at tremendous risk. So they kept us working. And I tell you what, the first few weeks after the government shut everything down, it was kind of eerie driving through the cities. There was nobody on the roads. Everybody was at home. And that's when I really got to thinking, like, man, I'm lucky. They called us essential employees, but I think we were blessed employees. Um, Being the only ones on the road in the morning was a big eye opener on to how many people were actually sitting at home. Well, I was fortunate enough to work the entire time. I never got laid off. Um, One of my guys was exposed to COVID, and because of that, the whole crew had to sit home for 2 weeks, but nobody got sick. Everybody was fine. It was just a precaution thing, and the company did pay us for that. So basically, got a 2 week vacation on top of everything. So God is good. Can give God credit for that. So yeah, I got a few more financial testimonies. I don't want to say them all now. So I'm gonna save some for later. But yeah, 2020 was a good year. Income went up by 35%, um, while everybody else was sitting at home. I do feel bad for a lot of the people, like I said, that were struggling financially through 2020. Um, just hang in there, stay faithful, keep tithing, and God will come around. He'll take care of you. So we'll catch you guys next week with another testimony. Not sure what it's going to be yet. I'll pray on it, and I'm sure it'll be something good. So keep in touch. Love you guys. Bless you. Have a good week.